forward Horace Grant to intimidate beneath the boards, and role reserve extraordinaire Joe Wolf. And Orlando must rely like never before on its perimeter game, triggered by the play of Penny Hardaway, as the first-place Magic meet Milwaukee on the parquet tonight. Two young Bucks form the core of the opposition. The big dog, Glenn Robinson, hoping to earn Milwaukee's first win over Orlando in 8 tries as these two teams collide, while all-star forward Ben Baker saw more playing time than any other performer in the NBA a year ago and is back for more on Sunshine. It's NBA Orlando Magic basketball, live from the arena. A Friday night of play featuring the Magic in a home court finale prior to starting a 5-game road trip. Can Orlando extend the longest home court winning streak in the league? Or it's up to the Bucks to cool off the Magic, who've won 26 straight here on the parquet. Great to have you along on a Friday night. Welcome to the NBA on Sunshine Network. I'm Paul Kennedy. With so many key figures absent in the Magic lineup this evening, perhaps tonight's the night we truly find out if one penny is worth $5. On the play-by-play call, the voice of the Magic, Chip Carey, along with the Goose. Here's Jack Gibbons.
Very smooth, Mr. Kennedy. Welcome to the arena tonight. The Bucks and the short-handed Magic once again. Goose, it's hard to believe we're approaching the halfway mark of this season, and the Magic have had their starting 5 together just 4 times this year.
Well, that is unbelievable. And if you look at the record, Chip, it's really, really incredible that they've been able to win ball games. But fortunately for the Magic, they've had a lot of guys to step up and play big in the absence of Shaquille O'Neal and Horace Grant, who has missed a number of games also. One of those guys, Nick Anderson, who was huge in the 4th period of the game against the New Jersey Nets a couple nights ago. If it were not for Nick and the way he stepped up and played in that ball game, I don't know if the Magic could have won that one. They struggled as it was. Nick Anderson finally got it going in the 4th, and he helped carry the Magic to a win. Another guy that played very well, of course, is Penny Hardaway. Penny Hardaway seems to love to play and step up his game when Shaquille is out of the lineup. And, of course, he's going to be gone tonight as well, Horace Grant. So this is an opportunity for Penny to get big numbers.
Well, Goose, with all the high draft picks that the Bucks have, folks in Milwaukee are starting to call this team the counterfeit Bucks. They've won just 12 games this year. They've lost 3 consecutive. And folks up in Milwaukee are starting to say, is Mike Dunleavy the right guy to lead this program?
Well, you know, it's only a matter of time before they start asking that question. He took over 4 years ago. They thought this was going to be their year to make the big push. And when you have guys like Ben Baker and Glenn Robinson in the lineup, you would think that you have a nucleus to build around, but things haven't come together yet. Ben Baker, though, has been all-star like this season. He has played great basketball, and I know, Ben, it's going to be a tough one for the Magic to deal with tonight. The other guys I mentioned, Glenn Robinson, the big dog, you have to jump on him quick.
So Vin Baker and the big dog Glenn Robinson, who account for almost half of Milwaukee's points on the season, they will be tough indeed for the Magic to handle as Orlando tonight plays without Shaq, without Horace, and without Joe Wolf. A sellout crowd on hand for our first look at the Milwaukee team. We'll have the starting lineups and more from the arena right after this timeout.
The NBA on Sunshine Network is brought to you by Gatorade Thirst Quencher. For some, recess never ends. Life's a sport, drink it up. By Cooper Tires, for one of the best tires on the road today. By quality American-made Cooper Tires. By Great Western Bank's family of companies, now backed by over $44 billion in assets. By your local Chevrolet Geo dealer. If you haven't driven a Chevrolet today, you haven't driven today's Chevrolet. And by Southwest Airlines, just plain smart.
You ever hear anyone talk about life like you gotta chew it up and spit it out? You gotta want it so bad you can taste it. You gotta be hungry. If so, Gatorade has one question for you. You want something to drink with that? Because you're gonna be thirsty. Life is a sport. Drink it up.
Now, this is how people organized their finances back when Great Western Bank got started. Well, today, all you need is a Great Western checking account. You can direct deposit your paycheck pay your mortgage, take care of your car payment, all automatically. If you want the best way to get organized, ask the folks who've been working on it for 100 years.
Florida, break away from the ordinary. Break away. Ride the fun and excitement of GMC Jimmy. Break away on wheels. Need your own space? Jimmy has over 74 cubic feet of it. Style, comfort, plus you're protected by anti-lock brakes, side door beams, driver's airbag. Loaded up with Jimmy's SLS package and break away. See your Central Florida GMC dealer now. Break away on wheels.
At Goodings, you've told us you wanted lower prices, and we've listened. We've lowered over 10,000 prices in every store. We've taken the same energy and expertise that's brought you the best quality, variety, and service, and used it to lower over 10,000 prices down every aisle in every store. So come see for yourself how much more you'll save at Goodings. 24 hours a day, every day, with 10,000 new reasons why you'll always get our best at Goodings.
Magic and the Bucks forthcoming from the Orlando Arena. I'm Chip Carey along with the Goose, Jack Gibbons. We embark on a 5-game, a 9-day road trip immediately following tonight's game at home against Milwaukee. Tonight's Magic starting lineup is brought to you by Trail Lincoln Mercury, Central Florida Lincoln Mercury, and Longwood Lincoln Mercury. Let's join Paul Porter for tonight's starting lineups.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the starting lineup for the Milwaukee Bucks. And one forward, 6'11" from Hartford, number 42, Vin Baker. At the other forward, 6'7" from Purdue, number 13, Glenn Robinson. At center, 7 foot from Creighton, number 7, Benoit Benjamin. And one guard, 6'1" from Syracuse, number 20, Sherman Douglas. And at the other guard, 6'7" from Richmond, number 22, Johnny Newman. The trainer of the Bucks is Mark Pyle. The assistant coaches, Frank Hamlin, Jim Ian, and Butch Carter. And the head coach of the Bucks is Mike Dunleavy. Tonight's JCPenney starter honorary ball kids are Christy Stout and Timmy Six. Thanks for helping us out tonight. From Notre Dame, number 5, Donald Royal. And the other forward, 6'8", from Georgia Tech, number 3, Dennis. At center, 7 foot from Southern Methodist, number 45, John Hunt. Guard, 6'6", from Illinois, number 25, Nick Anderson. And at the other guard, 6'7", from Memphis State, number 1, Anthony Hardaway.
Well, yet again, Jack, another short-handed lineup for the Magic tonight without Horace and without Shaquille able to go tonight. Let's take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Those men up front have to step to the forefront, don't they?
Yeah, well, you know, Chip, this would be a problem anyway if the Magic were fully loaded with Shaquille and Horace, just simply because that is where Milwaukee is their strongest, with Robinson and Baker. And Benjamin, he'll cause you enough problems, so you have to be ready on the front line. Sherman Douglas seems to love to play against the Magic. He penetrates a lot. Penny will have to deal with him, as will Brian Shaw when he comes into the game. And we saw some full court pressure in the fourth period of the game against the Nets. Maybe Brian found something. We might see more of that tonight.
Brian Hill, of course, the head coach of this Magic ball club. Orlando at 26-7. The Magic have won 19 consecutive games to start the 95-96 season here on the home floor. The Bucks are led by Mike Dunleavy. He's the coach and general manager. He's in the midst of an 8-year contract in that dual role with the Bucks, and something the fans may not realize, he's the youngest coach in the league right now, 41 years of age. Mike Dunleavy. The Bucks lead the all-time series. Much of that damage coming in the early days of this Magic franchise. I'll never forget, Goose. As much as I've tried, that first game we played the Bucks up there, and they put 50 on us in the first quarter.
Every time we play these guys, you bring that up.
I know. It's just,
man, they had 50 in the first period, and it got worse after that.
Yeah, I think Dale Ellis hit about 400 three-point shots in that ball game, and the Bucks ran away and hid up in Milwaukee. But it's a new era for both of these franchises. The Magic trying to get back to the finals. The Bucks trying to get back to 500 and into the playoffs with all of this young, inexperienced, high-priced talent. And we'll see if Mike Dunleavy can get the job done the rest of this season and beyond.
You know, you talk about young. You look out there, though, and they have some veteran players. I mean, they have a pretty decent mix when you think of Benoit Benjamin and you think of Johnny Newman. Guys like that have been around a while. Sherman Douglas has been around a while. So, you know, they're going to have to find a way here sooner or later to win some ball games, or else they're going to make some wholesale changes during the offseason.
Last year, Milwaukee went 34 and 48 as Nick fires an air ball as the shot clock dwindled down. A lot of standing around on that possession, and that's sometimes a circumstance of unfamiliarity with players on the floor. We'll see how the game progresses with Milwaukee in control. Benoit Benjamin glad to be out of Vancouver, I am sure. Ball knocked away. The Magic force a Buck turnover.
Yeah, good sign right there, because the Magic went with the double team immediately on Vin Baker. They're going to have to do that.
And Baker steals it away from Dennis Scott. This guy with the basketball, Vin Baker, might be the best young power forward in the game, as Glenn Robinson lays it up and in.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find anyone that does everything. I mean, plays the whole game as well as Vinny Baker. There are some other very impressive power forwards who have a lot of years in the league, but as you say, Chip, he's young, and he is going to be hard to deal with.
John Koncak in traffic, couldn't get a shot up. Now 7 to shoot. Penny splits and stuffs. Boy, they just stood and watched him sail by.
Well, the one thing the Magic did the first couple of possessions, they put Penny on the low post, and they were able to get double team with Vin Baker. Penny's holding his hand. I don't know if he got hung on the rim that time or not, but he's hurting just a little bit. That time they brought Penny out on the floor, and he was able to create.
10:20 left. Donald Royal the catch in transition and the offensive foul. So Donald a little bit too exuberant. Runs over his man, and the Magic cough it up again.
I look at Penny Hardaway. As I say, he was out on the floor and just stepped through the defense. You can score on Milwaukee. They will come at you, but you can score on them if you're aggressive and keep the ball moving.
2-2 is our score. 2 minutes into the ball game. Boy, Sherman Douglas, what a playoff series he had last year against us up in Boston. He was just everywhere.
Yes, he was.
He almost refused to allow the Celtics to lose. Fortunately, though, they did. More than anything else, I thought that was the series that propelled the Magic to the finals. Baker hits the outside shot. Magic weren't sure if they could do it. Of course, never having won a playoff game, they accomplished that against Boston, then won that series. And on they went, of course, to the finals.
Well, when they lost game 2 here to Boston, everyone had their doubts as to whether or not the Magic would be able to come back and win that series, but they did.
Bucks 4, Magic 2. Johnny Newman, a well-traveled player, knocks down his first shot. Cleveland, Indiana, Charlotte, check that, Cleveland, New York, Charlotte, and New Jersey. Newman's NBA stops. 6-2 Bucks lead. Another strip, another steal, and a foul in the backcourt. Nick Anderson or Donald Royal. It'll be number 25.
Well, Nick wants the foul right here, doesn't get it. Johnny Newman knocks it away, and Nick just kind of fell into Baker. And he lost, Robinson, he lost the basketball, so you had to come at him.
Baker with a lazy pass, Nick the pick. Now Penny hard drive against Douglas. Feeds Royal, the catch, layup, yes.
And that's another part of the game as Nick Anderson and Glenn Robinson get tangled up.
Oh, they call Nick Anderson for a technical foul.
Well, if they do, they have to call a double technical, I would think. I don't know for sure what happened. Double technical foul on Glenn Robinson and Nick Anderson, maybe. Let's see.
Nick Anderson and number 22,
Oh, Johnny Newman. Johnny Newman was there. You saw him get tangled up under the basket. Chip, I was going to make the point. The Magic have been out on the fast break a couple of times so far here in this ball game. And fast break basketball is going to have to be a trademark of this team with this smaller lineup.
Johnny Newman, left-hand dribble, steps through and lays it in. So Johnny Newman with 4. Goose is a player out there, your big guy, your shot blockers, your rebounders aren't back there. As the Magic take the 22nd timeout. Looked like the Magic were trying to funnel Newman toward the defensive help that wasn't there.
Well, Nick, yeah, when you have your big people out, that just means you have to be more aggressive on the ball. And you can't afford to give up the penetration, knowing that your shot blocker's gone, knowing that the guy you count on to clog up the middle is absent.
8:39 to play. The Magic take the 22nd timeout and adjust their defense. Let's look at tonight's Shaq stats, brought to you by Outback Steakhouse. Shaq missing his 3rd straight ball game, but boy, he looks terrific over there on the Magic bench. Good looking suit tonight from the big fella. I like the last outfit too. I mean, we have to talk about his sartorial splendor. He had the bowler hat on last home game. Nice, I guess you'd call that olive green suit. Inside, Nick Anderson spins after the timeout and lays it in.
Good effort by Nick. Good play calling by Brian Hill. He knows that Nick probably was rung up for that technical foul unjustly. He called Nick's number thinking he could at least score.
Baker creates space. And Vinny Baker with 4 points. Inside, outside thread. This guy was an all-star last year, and you can pretty much write him down for the all-star game the next 8-9 years. In that Bucks uniform, I think.
You know, the only thing that will keep him out of the lineup, out of the All-Star game, is if the Bucks do not start to win. Yes, they got there last year, but I just don't know if you can continue to put him in there unless the Bucks start to make a move. That doesn't mean he doesn't deserve to be there, because you look at his numbers, he's one of only 7 players in the NBA to average 20 points, over 20 points, and 10 rebounds. And that 7 does not include Shaquille O'Neal, who also is there, but hasn't played enough to qualify in either category. So, yeah, he deserves to be there. I just don't know if he'll continue to make it if Milwaukee doesn't start winning.
Well, as you know, he's played out of position in his brief NBA career, with the exception of the current Bucks situation. Baker can play the power forward spot with Benoit Benjamin and Kevin Duckworth in the lineup. That's where he plays now. Benoit loads up and misses wildly.
Yeah, that was pretty ugly right there. Good job, Magic, on defense. That full court pressure was there. Forced a quick shot.
Penny draws the double team. Benjamin helped out. In the post goes Dennis Scott against the big dog, Glenn Robinson. Benjamin almost illegal end now is. He's got to go or not go. And that's a warning on Milwaukee.
Well, you watch John Koncak under the basket, and John goes into the lane. Now he stands in there. Watch right now. Now he's standing in there, and now he starts to officiate. I heard the whistle, and I thought maybe he was going to get the 3-second call.
Oh, great pass, Anderson, and Hardaway.
Beautiful move.
Fouled hard by Benjamin. Boy, that was nifty work at both ends.
Well, you know, Chip, one thing that we have missed a little bit with Shaquille back and playing, what's that ball movement? And it seems so many people touch the basketball on about every possession early in the season. I mean, that was fun basketball that we saw early as this team had to figure out ways to win the ball game. And we might, you know, we've seen it already tonight. We might have to have that until Shaq gets back.
And he touches it up. He's got 4 points. And the Magic pull to within 1. And again, they apply the full court press. Douglas gave up the dribble. Now Newman trapped by Anderson. And they just do get it across with a couple of seconds to spare. Glenn Robinson out of Purdue.
They used a lot of time on the clock, Chip, so the shot clock is down again. And it's going to take a rush shot.
Benjamin with contact hanging on. Can't hit. Baker harassed by Dennis Scott. Now Penny feeds it across to 3D. And the Magic now take timeout after the turnover. 6:51 left. Bucks 10. Magic 9. Back with more on Sunshine after this.
Since Southwest Airlines is new to Orlando, we thought we'd let people who know us tell you what to expect.
They cater to you like you're a relative.
It's like flying with your family.
And it's on time.
If you want to be there on time, fly Southwest.
All right, the fares are the best part.
Everybody likes fares.
You're going to like the fares. You're going to like the seats.
Seating, it's open seating.
You can sit anywhere you like.
It's great.
I love the food on Southwest Airlines.
What meals?
Peanuts.
Fly Southwest Airlines, and you'll be talking about us too.
Very enjoyable flight. Thank you.
In the world of credit cards, the traffic is getting pretty heavy, and it's easy to get confused by all the complicated new card offers and restrictions. But people who know where they're going use one card, Discover Card, with the Cashback Bonus Award, the Smart Rate Program, and no annual fee. For a positive impact on your finances, use the Discover Card. It pays to discover, the card that pays you back. Use it where you see the Novus sign.
If I had one wish, I would wish that everyone, everywhere, could see these lights tonight.
It's awesome. It takes your breath away.
I'd wish they stay here forever.
Magnifico!
The Disney MGM Studios can't keep the Osborne family lights on forever, but we are keeping them on through January 14th.
You don't know what you're missing.
And now, for only $27, Florida residents can see the lights and all the sights at the Disney MGM Studios.
Disney has done it again.
Chip and the Goose back with you. Bucks 10, Magic 9. You see the time left here in our opening quarter. Well, you can get the last remaining tickets for the inaugural Indy 200 at Walt Disney World only at Pleasure Island. This is the season opening event on the IndyCar Tour, and only a few seats are left for the January 27th race. Tickets are available only at Pleasure Island's box offices, and Paul Kennedy will have more on the Indy 200 at halftime here at the Orlando Arena. Magic play in San Antonio tomorrow night. Then it's off to Dallas, to Phoenix, to Salt Lake City, and then to Houston before coming back home for a brief one-game stay, and then right back out again to Atlanta and to Indianapolis. Tough month of January for the Magic men. Vin Baker inbounds for Milwaukee. Again, the Magic play it full court.
With the small lineup, Chip, that makes this team pretty fun.
And there's the steal. Dennis Scott, the feed to Nick, and the lay-in. This is something the Bucks had pretty good success against when they played the Sonics. They were down 16 points at one point in that ball game. Brought in Lee Mayberry with Sherman Douglas as Newman hits the three. And had two small, quick point guards playing back there, handling the basketball, and they were able to beat that press. Fortunately, they weren't able to beat the Sonics and hang on. Bucks by 2, 13-11. Baseline spin, layup good.
Good job. And the Magic are going to continue to scream illegal. Johnny Newman that time had the foot in the paint as Penny caught the basketball. And they're going to continue to try to get him. The officials to call that.
Halfway through the opening quarter. Johnny Newman, little pull up, little short. Cack the rebound. The Bucks have hit 6 of their first 10 shots. The Magic 5 of 7 as Royal. It's Dennis Scott. Three-point shot, good. He's got 38 in a row now.
Dennis told us before the game he's not going to have another 2 for 17 night behind the three-point line. He made that first one, so that might be a sign of good things to come, and Donald Royal with the foul.
Crowd doesn't like the call as Donald is called for his second foul. But one thing about Dennis, he is supremely confident.
Yes. I mean, when you rely heavily on your offense as he does, you have to be confident about your game.
Now the big dog, Glenn Robinson. Are you surprised this guy's already on Dream Team 3?
Yeah, I really am. You know, part of it has to do with his name, and he's a talented player. But I don't know. There might be some other guys that you could make an argument for.
Mitch Richmond?
Yeah, Mitch is a guard. You put Glenn at the forward position, so you would have to start thinking of names of forwards around the league that you could put out there. And guys like Sean Elliott come to mind, for instance.
Nick Anderson. With this, how about Glenn Rice?
Glenn Rice, you know, you have a bunch of guys that have proven over the long haul that they.
Quick move, Donald Royal. Vin Baker got a piece. The Magic thought he was mugged on the play. So did I. 16-15. Bucks have the ball here. Terry Cummings, his second go-around with the Milwaukee team, is in Mike Dunleavy's lineup. And there's the big dog. He now has a half dozen. Milwaukee by 1, 17-16. Crowd not making an awful lot of noise tonight, but it is early. Dennis Scott, quick shot, good. Boy, oh boy. You give him that much room, he'll just abuse you.
The thing the Magic must continue to do in the matchup, Glenn Robinson on Dennis Scott, is continue to run Dennis off of those screens. Offensive foul, good call. And I think Dennis will continue to get shots.
Robinson with the foul. Donald Royal is replaced by Brian Shaw.
Now here's Dennis coming off the screen. Concact makes a good screen along the baseline, and that frees Dennis up.
Well, speaking of Brian Shaw, boy, Jack, has he had 3 good games in a row or what for the Magic?
He has played extremely well. He's shooting the ball much better, and of course that's going to make you look better in itself, but his defense has always been good. He's been rebounding the ball well.
Oh, what a move by Penn.
Too easy. He got to the basket so easily that time. The concentration not there on the shot by Penny.
Newman loads up again and hits iron. Sherman Douglas lobs it to Baker. Wow, what a play. Vin Baker soars over the top of everybody.
It's one of those things you talk about, Chip, when you mention his entire game.
Nick, rainbow. How about Vin Baker for the Dream Team?
Yeah, right. You're talking about guys at the forward position who could be there. You look on your own team, on his own team, Glenn Robinson, you see Vin Baker, who certainly deserves to be there.
Brian Shaw steals the pass from Douglas. Now Penny on the right wing. Hardaway steps through and is called for an offensive foul, I believe. Indeed he is. He didn't like it, but with 3:13 left, the Bucks get the ball.
Here's this alley-oop to Vinny.
Three minutes left. 20-19. Magic have the lead.
I think this pace for the Magic is very good right now. You know, you would like to see him come out and run all over the place and get up and down the floor, build some kind of lead here. I don't know if it's going to happen against this team at this stage of the game.
Penny reverses to Dennis Scott, standing still. Boy, does he have a beautiful shot or what? 2:40 left. Magic by 3.
Well, this fast break basketball, Chip, I tell you, this is very nice with this small unit.
Very easy baskets for the Magic. They've hit 9 of 14 and lead the Bucks by 3.
About chasing your dream, catching it, holding it tight, or dishing it off to a teammate and watching him score. Or is it about breaking away while you retain your goals on your own terms? Maybe life has nothing to do with hockey. Nah.
It's the Magic 22, Milwaukee 19 with 2:35 to play in the opening quarter. Well, do you want great Magic features, photos, stats, and all the inside stuff? Then Magic Publications are for you. You can choose from Magic Magazine, the official media guide, or the Real Team Yearbook. Call the Magic Publications hotline at 649-2196 for more information or to place your order.
A look at the Magic on the fast break, and Penny Hardaway is going to find Dennis Scott in the corner. Dennis shooting the ball very well tonight. Look at the concentration as he lets that one go. David Vaughn checks into the ball game.
Magic deflected away.
The Magic also have deflected a lot of passes inbounds to the post position. Well, you can continue to do that. That helps your weak side defense to get adjusted.
Boy, every shot Milwaukee's taken seemingly has come with 5 or 6 on the shot clock, but Baker equal to the task.
Part of the reason why is the full court pressure the Magic have put on. They're forcing Milwaukee to use up some time to get the ball up the floor.
Shaw against Douglas. Pick and roll with Dennis Scott. Now in the post as the Bucks switch it. Nick Anderson fakes the 3. Penny gave it up inside. Brian Shaw missed the layup.
I think he was surprised the pass came in. Beautiful look, Penny Hardaway. Oh, you can't miss those in a game when your big guys are out.
Miss it, the Magic did. We'll see if the Bucks take the lead right back here. Terry Cummings against David Vaughn. Baker, though, got the lucky bounce.
Terry Cummings, a guy that has played well for Milwaukee. Good assignment for David Vaughn. Just simply because he's playing against the guy.
Oh, what a block by Nick.
Oh, Nick Anderson comes over with the double team. But talking about the David Vaughn, Terry Cummings matchup. Terry Cummings is not really one that's going to get out and beat you down the floor. He can't really create a whole lot of shots for himself, although if you give him one-on-one down low, he's going to make you look bad. So a real nice test for the rookie.
Johnny Newman has been poisoned for the Magic here in the first quarter.
Foul number 42, David Vaughn.
David Vaughn fouls him as he cuts to the basket. So David
in the last 2 minutes.
Picks up the first Magic team foul in the last 2 minutes. Newman will
2.
go to the free throw line. 22-21. Jerry Reynolds, former Magic player, is at the scores table. Number 44 for Milwaukee. And he'll make the appearance. We'll see what the reception will be.
Oh, I think folks appreciated Jerry's game while he was with the Magic. I think he would get a pretty favorable response, and he did from this crowd. Tell you what, Ice, you know, a lot of guys lay off for a couple years and they gain about 20 pounds. And I think that's been nice with some, but Jerry, I think he's lost 20.
Yeah,
I mean, he's still very, very thin.
He's a nice sickle, isn't he?
Yes,
1 minute left in the first quarter. Dennis Scott again for 3. This one a little short. Rebound Newman. Boy, he's had a good first quarter, has Johnny Newman. The Iceman, Jerry Reynolds, still has a home run here in Orlando.
Yeah, and his business is still here. So.
Sherman Douglas to Vin Baker in traffic, short. Got his own miss and laid it in.
Yeah, that's what makes him so tough right there, Chip. You saw how quickly he got back up for that rebound. 10 points now for Ben Baker.
And 4 boards, and the Bucks are up 2, and Hardaway ties the game.
Oh, that was easy enough.
Right now, he's got Sherman Douglas scratching his head. Sherman has no idea where Penny is. 24-24 here in the first quarter. Bucks hold 4. The next to last shot. They'll have all but 6 seconds here. David Vaughn gambled against Baker and fouled him as he recovered to block the shot. And David Vaughn quickly with 2 fouls here in the first quarter.
And the veterans gather up around David Vaughn and just tell him to calm down, just take your time and play him straight up. There's been Baker working for the offensive rebound.
Vin Baker out of Hartford University.
Well, I was really hoping that the matchup for David Vaughn would be with Terry Cummings, but it seems every time Milwaukee has gotten into a half-court offense, he's been matched up against Vin Baker. He has some fouls to give, although in this game, when your bench is already depleted, you need him to play good, solid defense.
Magic have the final shot. Brian Shaw takes it, can't make it. Ball tapped. Bucks have it. Baker will fire it wide, short, and to the left, and that's the end of our first quarter. 12 minutes are in the books, and the Bucks have a 2-point lead. We're back after this from Scotty's.
Your teammates anticipated.
By Pizza Hut, home of the new specialty stuffed crust pizza. By Hoover, nobody gets the dirt like Hoover, nobody. by the Disney MGM Studios at Walt Disney World. See a Christmas light show of mind-boggling proportions nightly at the Disney MGM Studios. And by Red Dog Beer. Bold yet smooth, unusually easy to drink. You are your own dog.
Well, it's the last time we'll be inside the arena for, it seems like, a month. We had out on that long road trip. After tonight's ball game, hopefully those two gentlemen will recuperate quickly. Horace placed on the injured list today by the Magic. Jeff Turner, Paul's pregame guest, has been activated by the Orlando team, and we'll see if Shaquille will be able to play tomorrow night in San Antonio against David Robinson and the Spurs.
Of course, that's homecoming for Shaquille, so I'm sure he would love to have an opportunity to play in that ball game. AB matched up against Jerry Reynolds. AB checked into the game during that break.
Robinson from Marty Conlon. Glenn Robinson with a nifty play as his third field goal of the night. Bucks by 4 as we start our second quarter. Shaw, Dennis, AB, Nick, and Koncak for the Magic. And Glenn Robinson with the steal. Bucks have Cummings, Conlon, Reynolds, and Lee Mayberry in their lineup. The turnovers now. Brian Shaw catches over ice and lays it in.
And he made that one. Good way to come back for Brian. And once again, the Magic running a fast break. And they've looked good doing it.
28-26. Big dog outside. Brian Shaw rebounds. Well, he does as good a job as any guard in the league, I think, of rebounding.
Yes, he does. He really does.
Already has a couple of boards in the game and just 5 minutes of work. Now he works offensively. Right hand hook trickled off. Jerry Reynolds. Boy, how many times do we see him catch and slash? Get to the free throw line and usually hit 80% of the shots. Terry Cummings against Koncak. John took a swipe. May have gotten a fingertip on the ball. Another Brian Shaw rebound. With his third, he leads the Magic team. AB from the baseline. Cummings, Lee Mayberry. And Robinson hits again.
Well, that's good execution by Milwaukee. Milwaukee right now. What they're doing, they've been forced into the half-court game, and they're just running their offense, setting good screens, and you saw Robinson that time from about 15 feet wide open.
Dennis Scott beats Conlon, got him in the air, laid it up and in. Well, that's one way to stop Marty Conlon. It's to make him work defensively. He's a pretty good shooter. And Dennis now with 10 Magic points. He's risen to the challenge without all of that other Magic offense into the game. 9:38 left until the break. And Milwaukee by 2. Mayberry. Ice Reynolds, toe on the line, and he hits. What was that, the spot that he hit the jumper when Scotty Skiles had his 30th assist?
It was right on that side, yes.
He threw a curveball in the hole on that shot. Remember that thing?
Didn't look from my angle, had no chance of going.
Yeah, he used to shoot that ugly knuckleballing thing. Dennis way outside, no rebound. Back to Milwaukee, 32-28. That jumper from Ice, very good. He was the leading scorer, you may not know, in the CBA when the Bucks signed him for the rest of the year, December 1st. Reynolds the catch and took an extra step. He lost his footing, and I think Milwaukee wants to take a timeout. Let's see. Mike Dunleavy signaled. Maybe he just called another play. Yeah, he did. Donald Royal now in for Nick Anderson as the Bucks turn it over for the 7th time in the game. Boy, it's quiet again.
Yes. Hey, watch this crowd. I think in the 4th period.
Maybe.
Tough break. In the 4th period in the game against New Jersey, they were a big part of that win by the Magic. Colin wide open on this side, and of course he can shoot the jump shot.
Baker against Dennis Scott, going to double team him. Ice Reynolds. Now 3 to shoot for Mayberry. He'll penetrate. One pass more to Conlon. No, but Robinson with the lay-in. Well, they've gotten to the offensive glass, haven't they, in this period?
Well, as I mentioned, Chip, it's all about the inside game right in this one, because Milwaukee, even with Shaquille and Horace Grant there, they're a tough team to keep off the boards, and a basket here forces Brian to burn a timeout, I'm sure.
Baker has his shot blocked. The Buck bench wanted the foul.
And now let's find a way to score a point here.
Shaw to catch the cut. And
there you go. There you go. So that lets Brian relax for just a minute or so. Well, you can tell in this game the Magic have been able to penetrate and get to the basket. So that option is there. The Magic have to make sure they continue to do that.
Baker with the left hand. It grabs the rock. Dennis Scott with a push to the lower back.
First team foul.
Watch B. Shaw here as he gets the long pass from AB. He's going to get to the basket. As I say, this has been there for the Magic all night.
Lee Mayberry, whose college teammate Todd Day was traded to the Celtics in order to obtain Sherman Douglas. It's Vin Baker who hits for his 14th point of the game. Baker and Robinson have 26 of the Bucks' 36 points. Dennis Scott has 13 of the Magic's 33.
Do what you have to, Dennis, to keep them in the game. I mean, you just have to make sure it's close in that fourth period. And as I said, in the last game, that's when the crowd really took over, became a huge part of that game. Now you have to come with the double team right now.
Baker hits Conlon. He's fouled. AB beaten on the play. And the Magic will take a timeout. Jeff Turner and Penny Hardaway will join the fray. When we come back, it's 36-33. Milwaukee has the lead. And pizza lovers, Pizza Hut now offers that famous stuffed crust pizza with your favorite specialty pizza. Large stuffed crust specialty pizza is only $12.99. Pick up the phone and call Pizza Hut now.
So what's it going to be, Dion? Football or baseball?
Both, boss.
Both?
Both.
Offense or defense?
Both.
Both?
Both.
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 Pizza Hut.
Meat lovers or stuffed crust pizza?
Both.
Both. Both.
Want it all? Now Pizza Hut offers our lovers line toppings. Meat lovers, pepperoni lovers, or supreme. Piled high in a stuffed crust pizza.
So what'll it be, Dion? 15, 20 million?
Both.
Both. You'll love the stuff we're made of.
How can this be car of the year? You can't get up and walk around in a car. Cars don't have seats on rollers. Or so many seats, period. Or so much space for so many things. And they certainly don't offer sliding doors on both sides. Well then, it would appear that for the first time ever, the Motor Trend Car of the Year is more than a car. It's a caravan from the new Dodge.
Some people can't afford to worry about the fuel in their tank. And when it comes to consistency and quality, their demands are among the toughest in the world. That's why most major domestic and international airlines depend on Citgo. And with more than 13,000 locations across America, you can depend on Citgo too. Citgo, the sign of quality.
Oh, great. Thanks a lot, guys. That's one of us on the broadcast team, right?
I did not pay them to do that. I really didn't pay those guys to hold that sign up.
Oh, that's great.
Dennis Scott just pulls up, shoots the three-point shot. He's been shooting them well so far in this game.
Yeah, talk about hair raising. He's shooting here in the first half. He's 5 of 8, Goose, with 13 points. And the Magic crowd welcomes back the mayor of Winter Park, Jeff Turner, is into the game for the first time. JT has been out since November 9th with that knee injury. And I tell you what, he's been chomping at the bit. It's good to have him back.
He's been wanting to get out there since the day he went out.
And finally a card player on the team playing. Marty Conlon toes the strike.
It's going to be hard to beat us, though. You know,
well, I know you and I have got the old...
Got a little run going.
Oh, man. We had a little trouble coming back from the last road trip from Allentown. But going to Allentown will mess anybody's card game up, as you know.
You're right.
38-33. Bucks have the 5-point lead. Manny Hardaway's pass deflected by Ice. He's 6'8", too, and has those long arms. Vin Baker runs the show now in front of the Bucks bench. Lee Mayberry, two-man game. Baker gave it up. Needs a little help. Has it. 8 to shoot now. Mayberry. Nice. Steps through. Boy, oh boy. Vinny Baker. 3 to shoot. Off the iron. Conlon offensive rebound and another foul. That might have been Jeff this time. It was.
I think it was, and it took Jeff about 6 seconds to get in the record book. Get in the scorebook there with his first foul since coming back off the injured list. And I know he's laughing about that with the officials.
Marty Conlon shoots the 2. This guy, I tell you what, you look at him walking down the streets, this guy couldn't score 20 in a church league, and then he comes in and shoots 50% in his career. He's bounced around, finally found a home in Milwaukee, has a 2-year contract. Just comes off the bench, does his job, does the little things, and hits shots.
Yes, he does. And by the way, there's some pretty good church league teams around here. I always want you to know that.
Oh, I wasn't casting any aspersions, trust me. 5:50 left. Hardaway goes to work. They put Baker on Penny that time. Royal swatted away by Baker.
Well, Donald needed to pull up and shoot that shot. There is one guy under there that can knock shots back at you.
And there's Conlon with that funny little release. It wouldn't fall for him that time. And John Koncak with a tough rebound.
Yes, and he's going to have to get more on this night.
39-33, Bucks have the lead. Penny, wide open 3. Yes. Well, you called for it in our open, Goose. Without Shaq in there commanding all those shots, Penny and Dennis and Nick can get as many opportunities as they want tonight.
Well, the big 3 have to probably tonight each get 20 or more, because you're not going to get a whole lot of points from a lot of other people.
Baker against Koncak. Oh boy, this guy, man, he's tough. Don't forget to join us at halftime for the Discount Auto Parts halftime report. We'll look at the Indy 200 at Walt Disney World with Paul Kennedy. We'll have stats, highlights, and of course the other NBA scores.
You know, Jeff Turner fell down that time. I think that was.
Jeff climbs up, grabs the rebound. The Bucks knock it away from him, and the Magic reset.
For Jeff mentally, I think that's important. He got tangled up, went down, jumped up, and was okay.
Well, Penny fakes. AB will take. Too strong. Royal the rebound. Now the Magic getting to the glass. Royal lost it on the dribble, but stolen away on the baseline by AB, but he was out of bounds, and Milwaukee takes it right back. But good hustle by that hustle maniac, Anthony Bowie.
I think you're right. You know, for Donald Royal, a couple times now, he's caught the ball open and taken the ball to the basket. He's going to have to shoot that shot at least once to keep the defense honest. They're just laying back there waiting on him. He's got to put that shot up.
Under 4 minutes now. Baker against Koncak. John reaches in, takes a swipe. And Cack picks up his first foul of the game. Well, this is surprisingly a long time for John before he picks up a foul. And we don't mean that critically. I mean, he's played 17 minutes and has picked up his first foul. He leads the league in fouls committed this year.
Well, that's a category John wouldn't mind turning over the lead to someone else, I'm sure.
Under 4 minutes. Mayberry against D-Rock.
I don't know for sure why the double team is not coming right now on Ben Baker. There it is.
But Mayberry hits the 3.
But, you know, the double team had been coming from the other side early in this game.
44-36. Look at Penny work and draw the foul. Boy, oh boy, that was beautiful.
Foul number 13.
Tell you what, All-Star balloting, as you know, ends tonight for the Eastern and Western Conference All-Star teams. Penny and Jordan are virtual locks at the card spot. Boy, is that going to be fun to watch in San Antonio. Those two operate. Oh, my goodness. You talk about a dream team. That's going to be fun. 3:33 left. Bucks take a timeout. It's 44-36. Milwaukee the lead.
Now get the best seat in any house. The Miller Lite Super Bowl 30 inflatable chair. to get yours, look for details where you see this display. Only from Miller Lite, an official sponsor of Super Bowl 30. Life is good.
Want to make a new start this New Year's? A new look for your home is effortless when you shop Rhodes New Year's half-off sale. Save 50% on this stately oak bedroom group, or this beautiful Broyhill sofa and love seat.
Chip and the Goose back with you from the Orlando Arena. 44-36, you see our time left here in the second quarter. Milwaukee getting big games from Vin Baker and the big dog Glenn Robinson. They've hit 12 of 19 shots for 28 points so far here in the first half. We told you before the game they account for almost half of Milwaukee's offense. They've done more than that so far in this game.
Well, anytime you have two guys getting over 44% of your offense, you know they count on them to shoot the ball a lot night in and night out. So that's why they're so tough to deal with. The other part of that is, though, if you can stop either one of them, as Indiana did last night when they held Robinson to 15 points. He was 7 of 19. Vin Baker had 23. But if you stop either one of the two, they're going to struggle.
Bucks bring Lee Mayberry back into the fray here with 3:25 left until the half. 44-38. Milwaukee playing a very good first half, has the lead. Magic caught illegally on defense.
Illegal defense warning.
That's a warning.
Magic. Illegal defense warning Orlando. The next is a technical foul.
That comes at 3:18 of our second quarter. Spurs play later on tonight in Utah. Get to San Antonio, I guess, maybe an hour before they do tonight. That shot short. Penny with a rebound. Knicks lead Boston by 11 halfway through the second quarter. Washington by 12 over Sacramento, 36-24 as Mayberry commits the foul. Don't forget, Paul Kennedy will have our scoreboard in just a few moments.
We talked about Vin Baker and Glenn Robinson. The Magic big three, Nick Anderson, Penny Hardaway, and Dennis Scott have 32 of the 38 points that the team has been able to score so far. So the Magic getting it from the right people. They need to find just a little bit of help here.
6-point Magic game. JT into Nick. Quick move to the baseline. Lost the handle, and Newman fouled him. That's why.
Foul number 22, Johnny.
Well, Goose, let's take a look at our scoring leaders. Brought to you by your local Florida Jeep and Eagle dealers. A lot of veterans on top of that list. Some youngsters climbing up. JT loads up 4-3. A little short. It's going to take him a game or two to get the sea legs back. He's been practicing for a couple of weeks now with the ball club.
For Jeff Turner, his shots are going to come in spot-up situations.
Oh, rejected Nick Anderson. Big block. Ice Reynolds hangs and hits.
Now Jerry Reynolds cleans it up. Well, how many people got to Vin Baker that time? I know Nick Anderson got the block for his second of the night.
46-38. Penny Hardaway loads up and hits again.
Well, that's good ball movement by the Magic. Nick Anderson on the low post right now, exclusively almost for the Magic, and that's freeing up people like Penny Hardaway. And Dennis Scott, when he comes back into the ball game, he should be able to get a shot or two if the double teams continue to come at Nick.
Only a 5-point Buck lead as Ice catches and feeds Newman. He leaves his feet a lot still, doesn't he?
Yeah, he really does.
With 2 to shoot. Get hit. Magic on the run. Here comes Penny.
Now that's good defense by the Magic. You saw Nick Anderson came from the side for the double team. JT with the long air ball.
Here comes Reynolds again. Pull-up jumper. Well, that's as well as he shot a jump shot in a long time. Boy, he's got good rotation. Has arc on it.
Well, I think that's the one part of his game he's really improved on. Shooting the jump shot better. I mean, he usually would catch it and try to slash going to the hole, but now that he has matured some, he's doing a much better job of shooting that shot.
Penny from the baseline, and it's even more remarkable for Ice the fact that he's missed the last couple of years recovering from that neck injury. 18 for Penny.
Yeah, well, I didn't know for sure if Jerry Reynolds' contract was guaranteed for the rest of the season. Of course, it will be now. but I didn't know if Milwaukee would keep him or not, but he's going to be there.
Baker, yes, boy, tough shot, he hits.
That's tough. You know, when you've been able to get a double team on him, you've been able to force him to miss. But the double team was not there that time. Penny Hardaway, 10 straight points for the Magic. And there's opportunity for 2 more. I missed it.
So Milwaukee by 7 with 30 seconds left in the first half of play.
And the Magic will get the last shot if they can come up with the rebound and hopefully force a miss here.
Bucks have out-rebounded the Magic by 6 here in the first half. A lot of them on the offensive end of things. Johnny Newman for 3, got none. Long rebound back. Bucks reset. Now they hold for the last shot here in the first half. Mayberry feeds it to Reynolds. He'll shoot the 3. Little too strong. And that's the end of our first half of play. The Magic get 10 straight Penny Hardaway points to close the second quarter. But still, Milwaukee has too much Baker and too much Robinson in the first half. At halftime, Mike Wagner will chat with Paul regarding the Indy 200. We'll have the Gatorade scoreboard, stats, and highlights from tonight's first half of play. Bucks 50, Magic 43. More in a moment here on Sunshine Network, where we play your game.
Since Southwest Airlines is new to Orlando, we thought we'd let people who know us tell you what to expect.
Friendly people.
They seem to have fun.
We're on a first-name basis with them.
They're having fun with the passengers.
They're nice people. They're marvelous.
You're going to love the fares.
Wonderful prices.
You're going to recognize them. They stand right up.
Halftime tonight in the sold-out arena. More than 17,000 fans looking on, and look at this. Milwaukee, which has lost 7 straight to the Magic men, leading by 7 points. Penny Hardaway with 18, Dennis Scott with 13, Vin Baker with 18, Glenn Robinson a dozen. As you know, on January 27th. Look at
for a lot of offense, but I think the score of this ball game is really not bad for the Magic, considering what they have to play against and without in this ball game. So let's hope they can put together a run here in the first 4 or 5 minutes, get this game close, and keep it that way so they can win this one down the stretch as they did in the game against New Jersey.
Well, Goose, let's go straight to the highlight reel. They're brought to you, of course, by Discount Auto Parts.
Well, you mentioned, Chip, a lot of points coming from the big guys on the inside. And you'll see the alley-oop coming from Sherman Douglas to Vin Baker. He gets up there. No one can get up with Vin tonight. He has played well in all areas of the ball game. The Magic did run the fast break, and when they did, they looked good doing it. Problem is they haven't rebounded the ball as well as they would like to. But when they do, this happens. Dennis Scott got off to a great start, and he knocks down that jump shot as the Magic find him in the corner. Jerry Reynolds came back home, and he hurt the Magic. You'll see him right here. He's going to get the pass and the jump shot to toe right on the line, or else he would have knocked down a 3. But good to see Jerry Reynolds back into the league, and good to see him back here in the arena, although he's for the other team. And Dennis Scott has been the man for the Magic. He has put together 13 points. Penny Hardaway has 18 points, but Dennis shooting at 2 for 4 from behind the 3-point line.
And Goose, some more numbers to ponder, brought to you by the Disney MGM Studios at Walt Disney World.
You see the Magic shooting 47%. The real problem, as I say, has been rebounding, where Milwaukee has gotten 7 offensive rebounds, 7 of their 22, and the Magic turned it over 9 times.
So the Bucks start with the ball. Baker against Dennis Scott. The double team comes with Penny Hardaway this time, and Baker put it on the floor, and a 3-second call against Milwaukee. So the Magic take over now and force the turnover. Magic never led in the ball game. The closest they have been was down 2.
You know, Chip, you don't want to get in a habit of having to come back in ball games, particularly with your big guys out. So you might want to go on here, and if you're the Magic, try to make a run here. And there's a
boy, Newman just ripped the ball away from Nick.
11 seconds to shoot.
And the Magic get it back with 11 to shoot.
Nick thought he should be on the line, but still the Magic with a chance to score here. And you know, you want to just make sure you keep this thing close and don't allow these kind of plays to happen as you throw the ball away. And unforced error that time by the Magic. That gives Milwaukee opportunities to widen the gap.
So the teams trade turnovers now. 50-43 is our score. Big dog Glenn Robinson all silk. And the big dog now with 14 points. Here in a ball game in Milwaukee, it appears Jack is not going to go away. That's the biggest lead of the night.
You know that's not going to happen. You know, for Milwaukee, they look at this opportunity as one to come in and try to win a ball game. And they know the chances for winning not going to be the same when this team is healthy. So if they're going to get one here, they better make it tonight. They know that. And they're going to try to steal one here. They see the Magic shooting 47%. The real problem, as I say, has been rebounding, where Milwaukee has gotten 7 offensive rebounds, 7 of their 22, and the Magic turned it over 9 times.
So the Bucks start with the ball. Baker against Dennis Scott. The double team comes with Penny Hardaway this time. And Baker put it on the floor, and a 3-second call against Milwaukee. So the Magic take over now and force the turnover. Magic never led in the ball game. The closest they have been was down 2.
You know, Chip, you don't want to get in a habit of having to come back in ball games, particularly with your big guys out. So you might want to go on here, and if you're the Magic, try to make a run here. And there's a
boy, Newman just ripped the ball away from Nick.
11 seconds to shoot.
And the Magic get it back with 11 to shoot.
Nick thought he should be on the line, but still the Magic with a chance to score here. And you know, you want to just make sure you keep this thing close and don't allow these kind of plays to happen as you throw the ball away. An unforced error that time by the Magic. That gives Milwaukee opportunities to widen the gap.
So the teams trade turnovers now. 50-43 is our score. Big dog Glenn Robinson all silk. And the big dog now with 14 points. Here in a ball game in Milwaukee, it appears Jack is not going to go away. That's the biggest lead of the night.
You know that's not going to happen. You know, for Milwaukee, they look at this opportunity as one to come in and try to win a ball game. And they know the chances for winning not going to be the same when this team is healthy. So if they're going to get one here, they better make it tonight. They know that. And they're going to try to steal one here.
10:50 left. Magic haven't lost here since April of '94 when Charlotte did it. And now Vin Baker knocks down the baseline jump shot, and the Magic have to take a timeout. So a less than impressive Magic start here in the third quarter. The Bucks, with 2 unanswered baskets, lead it by 11.
In the Magic.
Oh, baseline crossover. Reverse dunk. Oh, beauty. Oh, he crossed them up and knocked it down.
The Sixers and the Magic, January 23rd on Sunshine.
Tonight's game is brought to you by your Central Florida GMC truck dealers. By Gooding, Central Florida's hometown supermarkets where you'll always find only our best. By the Roadhouse Grill, an old-fashioned steakhouse and Good Time Saloon throughout Orlando. Good food and a smile. By Dodge, see your friendly Dodge dealer today. By Scotty's, the home improvement team dedicated to your satisfaction. And by Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right.
Back to live action. The Magic, after the timeout, misfire on their first offensive opportunity, and the Bucks making life tough. 54-43, 10-20 is left in the third quarter tonight at the Orlando Arena. Vinny Baker double team, want the ball out of his hands. Long feet across Douglas. That ball deflected away by Penny, and now Royal bought the pump fake with 2 on the shot clock. And big dog Glenn Robinson draws the contact. Well, happy birthday to the Magic's Director of Publicity and Media Relations, the gentleman with the funny-looking balloon on his head. Alex Martin's 32 years old today. And they played his favorite song, Village People YMCA. Big dog hits. Magic equipment man Rodney Powell also celebrating a birthday today. And it's good to see Alex dancing as well as he did over there on the sideline. Just an impeccable job by Mr. Martins.
Alex is multi-talented, you know. I mean, that's a part of his game we don't get to see very often. You know,
thank goodness.
You know, he's a businessman extraordinaire, but Yeah, he can move those feet pretty nicely.
And the lovely Carrie Coates sitting just to his right. Carrie's going to be a mom. Isn't that wonderful? She's expecting twins later on this year, and she and her husband Russ, two very delightful people. I wish them nothing but the best. Foul on Nick Anderson as he takes the ball strong to the hole, and let's see if the big dog bit him. He did. So that's 3 on Robinson now.
Now watch Robinson down low. He's going to put both arms on Nick Anderson to try to keep him away from the basket. Watch right. There's the push. So give Nick a couple of free throws.
Well, Nick's free throw percentage, Goose, now just a shade under 70%. These are his first 2 attempts at the ball game, and he knocks it down. Nick had 6 points in the first quarter, failed to score in the second. In his 21 minutes, a couple of rebounds and assist.
Yeah,
down 2 more.
A real difference between the Milwaukee Bucks and the New Jersey Nets we saw a couple nights ago. Milwaukee gets a lot of points at the basket with Vin Baker. They don't have to rely so much on making outside jump shots as New Jersey did.
Inside, there's Benoit Benjamin. He took an extra step. But you know what? We've said, Jack, for 3 years now with this Milwaukee team, you give them a big man that can play 35, 40 minutes a night, block a couple shots, rebound the basketball, and give them 10 to 12 points. This is a team that's really going to make some people stand up and take notice.
Well, you know, one thing that's interesting about this Milwaukee team, they haven't had an effective center since the days of Jack Sikma. I mean, that goes way back.
Penny Hardaway bumped away by Benjamin. No call, out of bounds off Hardaway.
Oh, boy.
Magic aren't getting the calls here in the first half. The Bucks have the lead. They're up 11.
A lot of contact here as Benoit Benjamin gets over.
Oh, he was moving all over the place. That's got to be a block.
Oh, boy.
Boy, a terrible non-call that goes against us. In it goes to Vin Baker. Turnaround jumper. Good. Vin Baker with 22 points. 58-45. Bucks by 13. Dennis Scott backs in, steps through, fires it up. Won't get the call. Rebound Milwaukee again.
Travel.
And Penny Hardaway forces the Douglas turnover.
Well, nothing happening for the Magic right now on offense, as you see them struggling in every part of the game, and Penny's still trying to find out why he didn't get the call as he took the ball to the basket.
8:18 left. Anderson against Newman. They double team him. Magic Jack shooting just 44% against this Milwaukee team. Illegal defense. And a technical foul.
A lot of people saw that before the officials did. But they made the call. The important people made the call, and the Magic get a free throw out of it.
Dennis will shoot it. While he does, we want to wish April Powers a speedy recovery. April has been under the weather the last couple of days. Susan Ireland as well. Watching tonight in Orlando. And the Magic now closed within 12. 58-46.
Well, you hear the crowd trying to get going here.
Hardaway to catch over the top against Douglas. He hangs on Benoit. Can't hit. Rebound Royal in traffic. Donald. But a whistle. Foul on the floor. Don't count the basket.
Let's hope Penny doesn't pick up a technical foul here in this ball game. I mean, he is really upset. Feels as though he can't get a call. Now let's see if he gets hit here. I don't know. He reacted as though he did. Well, there's some body contact down low. Donald Royal cleaning up the mess.
Dennis downtown off bottom, baby. .58-49. That shot's been there all night. Dennis with 3 threes on the evening. Again, the Bucks go to their money man, Vinny Baker. He leans in off the window.
Now that's what I'm talking about right there. You can go to Vin Baker and he can get you points close into the basket. High percentage shots on a night when you don't have anyone that can force him to change up his shots at all.
Yeah, Baker and the big dog have scored 40 and the Bucks 60 points. 60-49. Now 6 to shoot for the Magic. Dennis Scott puts it on the floor in traffic, shoots it short, and a pushing foul on Milwaukee. Oh, is it Johnny Newman? Yes, it is.
To look at Dennis's three, the double team has to come on Nick. And Dennis from downtown. Makes it.
3 team fouls now on Milwaukee, just one on the Magic, and Dennis Scott with a big offensive game tonight, 17 points for Dennis, who predicted beforehand, as you heard him bellow on the pregame show, he's not going to have 2 bad shooting games in a row, is he? He shot it well here tonight in Orlando. The Magic with Horace Grant placed on the injured list today. He'll miss at least 5 ball games with his leg problems. That's going to be a big loss with this trip coming up.
Yeah, I think Horace is going to still travel with the Magic so he can get treatment from David Oliver, Magic strength and conditioning coach.
Vin Baker loads up, bad shot there.
Now Dennis forced him a little bit further out, and he shot that one falling away.
Hardaway keeps it alive as he penetrates. Dennis Scott got the John Koncak screen. Yes. And the Bucks take timeout. Douglas was absolutely locked up. Koncak picked him off. That created the play. Dennis hits the 3 and cuts the Buck lead to 60-54. Third quarter. Good to see the boss man, Jim Liberatore, Sunshine Network. And Tom Seitz, the athletic director at Jacksonville University, enjoying the game here tonight. And they have seen a very competitive affair as the Magic starting to hit 3-point shots are closing the gap.
Well, watch the screen by John Koncak. He gets Sherman Douglas right on his body, would not let him through, and Dennis knocks down the 3.
Need to start stopping people now, Goose. They're still shooting well over 50%.
Well, it's been Vin Baker on the low post. They have put Koncak on him now. So we'll see if Cat can slow him up.
John with only 1 foul. In traffic, Newman dishes to Douglas. He got it off with the clock trickling away, and the Magic get 1 stop. Down 6 with 6 to go.
Well, Sherman Douglas normally makes that shot.
Oh, man.
I mean, he made a bunch of those, not just in the playoffs, but it seemed every time we played Boston last year, he made that buzzer beater.
He might be the best bad shot maker in the Eastern Conference. 3 to shoot now for Penny. He'll load up from downtown. Oh, it came out.
In and out.
Tough break. So the Bucks dodge a bullet now. See if that matchup of Cack on Baker slows him down. Nick tries to stop the big dog. Now Dennis switches out on him.
Yeah, one thing Sherman hasn't done, he hasn't been driving to the basket trying to create for himself.
In traffic, Randolph Keys with the rebound. Keys, a former Cleveland Cavalier. The Bucks come away with the rock. Robinson gives it back out to Douglas. And gets it back, shoots it, missed it. Another offensive rebound by Milwaukee.
That's killing you right now. Well, you're doing the job defensively, but you can't finish off the play and get an a defensive rebound.
5 minutes left. They've out-rebounded us 28-18 on the night.
And they had 7 offensive rebounds at the half.
4 to shoot for Douglas. There's some penetration. Baker lost the handle out of bounds. That'll be a violation. So the Bucks got 3 or 4 shots at the hole, but they don't get 2 points.
That's a huge break for the Magic. You give up 3 shot attempts on 3 possessions. They didn't get a shot the last time. And you don't get hurt. 9 offensive rebounds now for Milwaukee. 4 for the Magic.
And still their lead is 6. 4:35 left in the period. Dennis Scott against Newman. Backs him in. Oh, uses that big body beautifully. 24 for Dennis, 11 of them in the 3rd quarter alone.
I tell you, I don't know if you can continue to find ways to win games like this, but you have to give this team a lot of credit.
The players expecting a 3-second call.
So you put together 4 straight stops. The Magic have. And I'm not counting those 2 offensive rebounds. I'm talking about 4 straight trips down the floor. So the defense has done its job.
And now the crowd's starting to do its job too. They're hooting and hollering now. Under 4 minutes to go. Penny with 10 to shoot against Newman. And he draws the contact, and that's the 5th Buck foul of the period.
Well, it's been the Dennis Scott show here in this period. He has 11 straight points for the Magic.
The only other two, the 2 free throws by Nick.
And the Bucks over the limit with 5 team fouls. The Magic with just 1. There's the push.
Shooting 2.
So 5-1 the foul situation right now. So the Magic will shoot free throws on every foul from here on out.
Magic hitting him tonight, 11 out of 12 in the game.
Jerry Reynolds back into the ball game for Johnny Newman.
Nick, the offensive rebound. Dennis Scott for 3. Yes! We are tied. 4-point play. The Bucks had a big double-digit lead. It is evaporated on them. Now Reynolds shoots the 3. Short rebound Baker. Bodies fly all over the place for the Bucks. And now they turn it over again. Nick Anderson the catch. Dennis Scott back to Nick. He'll shoot the 3. No. And the rebound knocked out of bounds to the Magic.
Oh, boy. What a comeback. As I say, you have to give these guys a bunch of credit. I mean, they have had every opportunity here in the last 2 ball games to just say, hey, guys, let's end this streak. I mean, a lot of time left in this game, so it's far from being over. But the Magic haven't led in this ball game since it was 22-21 back in the first period.
Dennis Scott and an illegal screen set by John Koncak.
Well, John gave him every opportunity to make that call. He got away with one, I thought, early, and stayed with it, held that screen a little bit long. And I'm sure Milwaukee's been complaining. You remember that screen on Sherman Douglas? That was a good screen. Douglas tried to make it seem as though it wasn't. A lot of action there. So the officials get Koncak that time. I thought a pretty decent screen by John.
Screen and roll. Baker pulls up. He was cooled off, but he heats right back up. He has 26 now. And the Bucks scored for 12 points in this quarter and reclaimed the lead 62-60. Magic playing with an awful lot of confidence right now. Ryan Shaw falling away. Air ball. Poor choice there.
Well, yeah, but because that's not the shot Bryant's been taking the last 3 or 4 games to get that field goal percentage up and to be effective. He's been waiting for the offense to come to him. And that shot was one that came a little too quickly and not a high percentage shot.
Sherman tries to penetrate inside the big dog. Catches the garbage. Can't hit. And Nick the rebound. Douglas has been very, very quiet offensively tonight.
I mean, what's he thinking about right
fouls
there?
in the backcourt. I don't know.
I mean, what's he thinking about? I mean, I think what he was wanting to do was to entice Nick into swinging his elbow to try to get the offensive foul on Nick. But watch here, Sherman. He's going to stay right in there, and Nick's going to get this one, no doubt about it. Now watch Sherman. Now see, he tries to entice the officials, and I think he's just trying to get Nick to swing his elbow. It didn't happen, and Nick's going to get 2 free throws. I mean, he's a tough competitor, though. You give him that, but that's not a smart play.
And now he's called for the technical foul. He walks over to the official.
Gone. He should be gone.
Oh boy, I tell you.
I mean, he wanted.
Kevin Fear wanted to throw out Douglas for bumping him, but he calls Douglas for the tee for showing him up.
Well, veteran official, he'd be gone. I mean, a veteran official, he'd be gone. No question about it. And not so much for the first one, but what he said when he should have been called for the second one.
Nick Anderson, one more.
(62-61). Another chance to tie here for Nick.
Good job, Nick, staying with that one after missing his first.
(47) of the Magic's 62 points have come from Dennis and Penny tonight. 42 of Milwaukee's 62 have come from Baker and Robinson.
And Nick just cleaning it up, isn't he?
Boy, he got up high, didn't he? 5 boards now for Nick.
You don't need a turnover here.
How about a catch? How about a foul on Cummings? The Bucks say they got all ball.
The foul number 34, Terry Cummings.
But another opportunity at the line now.
Well, Mike Dunleavy's upset. I don't know. I couldn't see. I was blocked by the officials on that particular play. The Magic have put together a 13-2 run. I mean, Mike Dunleavy's really upset. Maybe he has an argument. I'm not sure. Let's see here if Terry Cummings comes up with a good defensive play. Now there's a lob over top. Well, that's the mom.
And now the Bucks want to take timeout. With 1:46 left, Milwaukee trails by a point, 63-62. The Magic have another free throw coming up. Don't forget, the Magic head out west. And we take on the San Antonio Spurs tomorrow night. The Spurs are in Utah. Last year, what a series between these two ball clubs. Each team won on its home floor. The Magic narrowly lost a game in San Antonio last year. Dennis Rodman, remember, and Doc Rivers spoiled the fun.
Yeah, Doc Rivers shot the air ball from way out. Dennis Rodman there to clean it up and put the missed shot in, and the Magic ended up losing that one.
Well, the Magic Talent Network can liven up any occasion. Let Curly Neal, the Magic Dancer, stuff the Magic Dragon, or any Magic player make your party, business meeting, or convention something to remember. Call the Talent Network at 649-2268. Make your next event magical. And after San Antonio, a day off, then we head to Dallas. Maybe a chance to see that little football game thing that they're going to do on Sunday.
I've been trying to get tickets. They're hard to come by.
Yeah. And then off we go to Phoenix and look at the Suns. Charles Barkley, I don't know if he'll play or not. He's been out the last couple of games after having a toenail removed. And the Suns really a team that everybody keeps waiting for Danny Manning to come back, but they're 8 games behind the Sonics in the Pacific, 3 games under 500, and only a 500 team at home, 9-9, and we'll invade America West Arena and take on Phoenix. Then we go to Utah, then we go to Houston, and then it's back home for this Magic Ball Club.
So look at the three-point shot by Dennis Scott. Nick Anderson with another rebound. He gets it out to Dennis. So the Magic get an offensive rebound of their own. And get a shot. Nick Anderson with 9 points, 5 rebounds.
And after that road trip that we had just talked about, the Magic are back home for 1 game. That's Tuesday the 23rd. The 76ers in town. Then right back out we go to Atlanta and to Indiana. But speaking of the 76ers, they have rescheduled that Magic Sixer game that was snowed out. The makeup date will be March 7th at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. 21 now for Penny. Dennis Scott has 28 to pace all scorers. 64-62. Again, the Magic go to that full court pressure that was so effective in the first half.
It's caused them to use more time off the clock. It's down to 10 again, so that means that they will struggle here to get a high percentage shot.
Vin Baker way outside, 1 to shoot. Mayberry got it off, almost hit it. Terry Cummings with a tap in, and Brian Hill just about kicked over the rolling scoreboard sign.
That hurts. That hurts.
1:08 left. Anderson on a drive, fouled by Terry Cummings. Boy, oh boy, these are the kind of plays that lose you ball games.
Well, you see right here, the shot clock's going to run out. It is at 1 when it's in the, it's at 0 when it's in the air. So Dennis Scott doesn't screen out, and he gives up 2 points.
So Nick Anderson again, and get it at the line. They're trying to get into double digits. 64-64 is our score. And 10 now. Well, you called it, Goose. The Magic's big 3. Each have to score 20 to win this game. And the problem is the rest of the team combined has scored a grand total of 6 points.
Oh, that's Nick's 3rd block in this game.
Baker now with the Bucks trailing by a point. Out on the floor against Concact. Pull up jump shot. Won't fall. Rebound to Penny. Penny works right wing now.
Well, and it's amazing. Your guards are the one that carry you on the board. I mean, the Magic have excellent rebounding guards anyway, so it's not a surprise, but
contact way outside. Yeah, 12 of the Magic's 22 boards have come from the backcourt men.
Foul number 45.
John, the jumper, and the foul on the miss, his first foul in the last 2 minutes. As you look at our Hoover rebounding leaders, Sean Kemp and David Robinson, whom we'll see tomorrow night. Vinny Baker, number 9 in the league. Baker, one of just 7 players averaging a double-double, points and rebounds on the year. And he gets his first rest. Baker with 26 points through 3 quarters.
He's tough. The other thing he can do is play big minutes for you every night.
I just love watching that kid play. He's, if I had to pick a young all-star team, he'd be one of my first picks, I think. Final shot here for Milwaukee. Mayberry lost the handle. Steady feeds to Keys, and he hits with 1.6. Make that Terry Cummings, I beg your pardon. And off the scoreboard. Yeah, I had it right. It was Randolph Keys. So the third quarter is in the books. Milwaukee has a 1-point lead. 66-65 is your score.
Hey, Red Dog.
What?
Do you ever wonder why we're here?
Where?
You know, here. Why we exist?
No.
How come?
I got better things to think about.
But why are we the way we are? I mean, I'd give anything to be as big as you.
True. You ain't big, but you're real quick.
Quick? Yeah. I guess it all evens out then, huh?
Well, that might be pushing it. Red Dog.
Hey, Red Dog.
Yeah?
Full moon tomorrow night.
I'm there, buddy.
You've done it over and over again. In practice, in your mind. Focus. Now it's all there. The balance, the elbow, the follow-through. Focus. You can tell as it leaves your hand. It's so right. Your teammates anticipate it. And your opponent, he fears it. Because he knows that there will be no rebound.
You know, a lot of people go to college for 7 years.
I know. They're called doctors.
There's always has been, always will be, a family firm. Oh! Someday my son will run it.
Luke, I am your father.
Aw, I've interrupted happy time. We don't take
no for an answer.
No.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna pass.
Gotcha, thanks. Oh, son of a... That's gonna leave a mark.
This month on Direct Ticket.
Tonight on Sunshine Network, Chip Carey, Jack Givens, Paul Kennedy, and our entire crew with you. A beautiful look at downtown Orlando, where the Bucks lead it 66-65 after 3 quarters. Let's take a look, Jack, at tonight's game summary. It's brought to you by Discover Car.
Well, the Bucks shooting 48%, but the Magic have been able to knock down 3-point shots. Dennis Scott leading the way, obviously, in that category, as is the case normally. The Magic got to the free throw line in that third period, and the Bucks didn't get there at all. That's the difference.
Dennis Scott with 28 points leads all scorers. And the Magic now load up with Brian Shaw, David Vaughn, Jeff Turner, Penny Hardaway, and Dennis Scott to start the fourth quarter. The Bucks with Mayberry, Robinson, Keys, Ice Reynolds, and Terry Cummings. Dennis Scott sets, fires, and fills it up.
Well, that's a beautiful play.
Dennis has 30 on the night. (67-66), a seesaw affair. Cummings against Vaughn. They want to make the rookie work. David played good defense there, forced the miss, and the Magic come up.
Yes, it was good defense. That's the matchup I was hoping David Vaughn would have earlier in the game. I think he would be able to play Terry Cummings a little bit more effectively.
That's poked away by Milwaukee.
14. Shoot 14.
And the Bucks obviously are trying to take advantage of the inexperience of David Vaughn.
But guarding Cummins at this stage of his career, not like guarding Ben Baker. Now, there was a time in Terry Cummins' career where he was, like Ben Baker, one of the best at that power forward spot.
Jeff Turner fumbled the pass, shoots it up, shot it short, rebound and big dog. Yeah, Terry Cummins was a San Diego Clipper too. Remember that?
Yeah, he was a Milwaukee Buck as well earlier in his career, but with both of those teams, he could play.
Long rebound, tapped out of bounds by Randolph Keys. Oh boy, that should go to the Magic. We may have an overrule here.
Yeah, no question about that.
(67-66). Brian Hill really earning his money tonight. He is going to be a horse coach when we get on the charter flight tonight. Bishaw.
Not a bad shot by Brian that time. It didn't go, but not a bad. Jeff Turner with the foul.
Nice Reynolds with his third rebound. Jeff Turner is called for his second. And the first Magic team foul here in the fourth quarter. This reminds you just about like every game the Magic played without Shaq early in the season. Nail-biting affair against a team that everybody, when you look at the schedule at the start of the year, everybody said, well, Magic will win that game, huh? Not so tonight. Milwaukee has played a very gritty game. But you can tell the Magic miss their two big guns, and Glenn Robinson tonight starting to cook. He has 18.
Now with Vinny Baker on the bench, it's Glenn Robinson's team right now.
And a hand-checking foul.
Nope.
A foul on David Vaughn, I guess.
That's the other problem with having a rookie on the floor right now. If there's a question, he's not going to get the call.
It's hard to believe the Magic have had their top five in the lineup at the same time just 4 times all year. Dennis Scott with the strip. Besides his conditioning, I think his defense most improved thing about his game this year. His quick hands on the baseline. He's always had them, but he's gotten that call quite often. And Robinson now with 2 straight buckets to start the fourth quarter. And Milwaukee up 3. 9:28 to go. Crowd trying to spur their heroes on tonight.
Magic had to use a lot of energy to get back in the game, but they did it with hustle and getting to the line.
Brian Shaw's shot knocked out of bounds. Well, I tell you, if you like the excitement, if you like sitting at the edge of your seat, either get a good suspense novel, and when you're through reading it, come down to the arena and watch this Magic team play. I tell you what,
Penny should get to the basket against that matchup.
Randolph Keys with the foul. The shot went. It won't count.
And Brian says, and now you call that one. Take away our 3.
So each team with 1 team foul here. 9:11 left in the game. Penny against Ice. They want the ball out of his hands. 9 minutes to play in the game. David Vaughn didn't get the roll. Robinson the rebound. Keys to Ice Reynolds. Nice pass. Terry Cummings reverses. And the foul. The Bucks beating the Magic at their own game. Good ball movement. Getting it down the floor. And David Vaughn fouls for the 4th time in the game with 8:47 left. Magic take time, trailing by 3, and we're back into this from Goodings.
Sunshine.
It's 70-67. Milwaukee the lead. Goosey a little concerned at this point, the way Milwaukee has forced the action here in the fourth quarter.
Well, the thing that concerns me is how Milwaukee gets their points. They get them close in at the basket. Yes, they can shoot the jump shot. Robinson has heated up and has made some, but they're doing it without Vin Baker in there, and Vin getting a lot of rest, so they'll be able to ride him close to the basket the rest of the way. The Magic have to just make sure that they don't allow Milwaukee to run off any more points here, and they're trying to get some production out of the rookie. And the Magic getting point productions as the Bucks are right now from a couple people. Vin Baker, Robinson, they get them every night. Dennis Scott, Penny Hardaway, and Nick Anderson carrying most of the load.
So Terry Cummings. The Bucks getting a lot of help off their bench tonight. 17 points. The Magic bench has tallied just 4 in the game this evening. And now 72-67. Cummings, Reynolds, Keys, Mayberry, and Robinson. They're getting by with their second unit here, and they still lead it by 5 points. Penny loads up the 3 with a man rushing at him, and he's got 24.
Big shot there. All-star type play, Penny.
72-70 your score. Five to shoot now for Cummings against David Vaughn. He'll load up the jumper and knock it down.
Now that's how he can play. If you don't force him to put the ball on the floor, he can score on it. So David Vaughn has to get up, make sure he forces Terry Cummings to bounce that ball at least once.
Big height advantage for Dennis Scott. He can't pull the trigger. Now Brian Shaw tripped, and he'll draw the contact from Randolph Keys.
The foul, number 31, Randolph Keys.
Penny coming off of a screen on the weak side. It's been a play the Magic have run a lot to free up Dennis Scott. This time they bring Penny Hardaway off the screen by Jeff Turner. And Ice Reynolds made the run, but Penny, having none of that, knocked it down anyway.
7:50 left. Is that Nicholas Rollins? That sure is over there.
Young tree. Good kick.
One of the ball boys from the game tonight. 7:50 left. Dennis Scott goes to work. And another foul on the Bucks. Boy, they're forcing him to foul, aren't they?
Well, you know what, Chip, as you watch that play develop, teams play the Magic that way. They will switch a lot of times, as you see Dennis Scott playing against Mayberry. They used to put their point guard on Dennis and have a lot of success. Doesn't work anymore because Dennis playing more and more and better with his back to the basket. And he's hurting teams now for trying to play him with their point guard.
Well, I'll tell you, it's awfully early in the season. It's Dennis now with 31, but if I were the Magic publicity folks, I'd start seriously considering Dennis Scott is the most improved player in the league.
I agree. The only thing is, Dennis, he's coming off a great year last year. I mean, I thought he played well, particularly the second half of the season. And his numbers, yes, have increased. His game has increased. But I think it would be hard to really promo him and get him be successful in making him the most improved guy in the league. I mean, you can make some arguments, yes.
Oh, big time shot.
That's just a huge shot there.
Robinson. He scored 22 points. Has been to the line only once. Vin Baker's got 26, and he's taken only 2 free throws. That's amazing. 76-72, Milwaukee the lead. Nick Anderson lets fly. A little strong rebound. Follow David Vaughn.
Now that's how you help the team right there. That's how you do it.
Brian Hill applauds the rookie's effort on that play.
Just worked hard for position, held his own, and that strong body enabled him to tip that one in.
Dennis Scott against the big dog now. 10 to shoot. Robinson to Mayberry. Ooh, he wanted to shoot 3, didn't go. Robinson stripped again. Brian Shaw knocks it away from Robinson. And again, Dennis Scott's quick hands on the baseline forced the turnover.
Now, Dennis has 3 steals in this game. I don't know if he'll get credit for a block or a steal on that play, but he has 3 so far.
Dennis Scott, 5 to shoot. Nick Anderson for 3 in the lead. Yes.
Oh, boy. My, oh, my.
Quick turnaround there. Magic by a point.
So a stop here would be really, really sweet.
Baker against Vaughn, and David with the quick foul.
Well, as I say, if there's any question at all, he's going to get the call.
Foul on number 42, David Vaughn.
And that's 5 fouls now on David Vaughn. Nick Anderson misses that one, but David Vaughn right there tips that one down. And Nick comes right back and says, I'm not missing it again. Knocks down this three.
Oh, Glenn Robinson abuses the Magic that time, gets to the rack and drew the foul. And the Bucks back up by a point and a chance to take a 2-point lead. This is a young man, I think, Jack, that really was stung by the fact that he wasn't included in all that Rookie of the Year talk with Jason Kidd and Grant Hill.
Well, I think he found out that scoring points was not all that was necessary to get mentioned for that lofty an honor. I mean, he led rookies in scoring, but it was not Mr. Robinson that picked up the Rookie of the Year honor.
Kidd and Grant Hill shared them last year. 79-77. 5:47 left in the ball game. Magic find themselves on the short end of the stick. A lot of time left. 8 to shoot again. Dennis baseline spins. Oh, fakes Keys into tomorrow, but he couldn't hit the shot. Big Dog thought he was hit on the rebound. Baker inside, surrounded. Ball knocked around, out of bounds. It'll go to
Should go to Magic. I don't think there's much question about that one. Donald Royal checks in. And Jeff Turner. Good minutes by Jeff. I mean, the thing he wants right now is just some time to get out there, to get up and down the floor and game time competition. So that's an accomplishment right there.
May have been tripped by the Iceman.
Illegal defense before, maybe? Nope. Going to get Jerry Reynolds.
His first 4 on Milwaukee now.
Both teams from here on out will shoot a penalty on each foul.
Now it's Nick's turn. Ryan Shaw behind the arc. Yes!
Oh.
Boy, he's never shy about taking a big shot, is he?
No, he's not.
And back up go the Magic, 80-79.
Well, the Magic have gone a long time.
Robinson, inside hit and hammers.
Donald Royal.
Man.
Donald Royal from behind. The Magic have gone a long time, 24 minutes, without getting a basket from someone other than Dennis Scott, Penny Hardaway, or Brian Shaw. 7 minutes and 45 seconds were left in the second period when that happened, before David Vaughn tipped the shot in, and then of course Brian Shaw just knocked down that three.
Robinson has now scored 12 of the Bucks' 16 points here in the fourth quarter, and they're back in front, 82-80.
Nobody said it was going to be easy tonight, huh?
Boy, this is a team that's won just 5 road games all year. Anderson caught Reynolds with his head turn, put it on the floor, gave it up. Iceman with the steal. Lee Mayberry now.
Good job by the Magic getting back on defense. Took that fast break opportunity away.
Into Baker it goes against Vaughn. He hits Iceman. Fall away jumper won't go. Follow try Robinson to save. Lost it on the baseline. Well, he had some elevation, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Oh, Iceman steals it from Shaw. Jerry crosses over, spins on the baseline, lays it up too strong. Rebound back to Reynolds. It may have been out of bounds. And the Magic get the ball. Boy, a couple of great plays by Jerry Reynolds, but he turned it over.
Well, he missed a layup on that one, and those kind of plays are the plays that give the other team momentum. So let's see now if the Magic can come back and score here. A lot of times it happens that way. You have a team miss a layup or an easy shot, and the other team comes right back and nails you. Let's hope it happens to the Magic right here. Penny back in the game.
We're under 4 minutes. David Vaughn playing in crunch time, 2 for the Magic. Vin Baker guards him. Now Dennis Scott against Randolph Keys, who's played a lot tonight. He flops to the floor, and he'll call, well, they'll call tripping on Randolph Keys. He was the one that took the punishment.
So the Magic will take 2 any way they can get it. You have to feel good about having Dennis on the line right here. And here's the foul. Keys trying to keep Dennis out of there and tried to draw the foul. Didn't happen. David Vaughn made the shot after the pass, but the whistle had sounded.
Billy Oakes hearing all kinds of complaints from everybody. And he asks Mike to have a seat. He's had a long night. Nobody seems to be happy this evening with the whistle. 82-80, Bucks lead. Dennis Scott having a monster game. 32 points, 10 out of 15 in the game from the floor.
Well, you know, this is a big game for Mike Dunleavy. I mean, that's why he's working the officials. I mean, you have to think for Mike, you know, having lost 3 straight games, coming into this game and playing against a team without Shaquille O'Neal and Horace Grant, you have to think that Mike feels this is one they almost have to win to relieve some of the pressure that he and his team must be under right now.
Tie game with 3:38 left.
Well, I don't know what the Milwaukee bench is upset about. I mean, everybody up over there on the Milwaukee bench. Something must have happened. All the coaching staff is up complaining about the Magic have just 4 players. Nope.
Magic knocked that behind the goal standard, and the Bucks will get the ball here. And there's
I mean, Mike Dunleavy's going to call a 20-second timeout. He's going to talk about something. Is someone hurt or something? I don't know. He's really wanting to hear about something.
Mike Dunleavy all the way down by the Magic's free throw line.
You know what I think they might be complaining about? It might be that Paul Porter over there is talking maybe during their possession of the basketball. Let's see if the official goes over there and talks to the scores table. I don't know. That might be what they're talking about. I'm not sure. I don't know. They've been up and complaining, and it seemed like it started when Paul Porter was making some announcement, but I'm not really sure what he was
upset
either
about. Well, they've called the 20-second timeout. Now they take a full timeout as well. And now Bill Oakes is over there talking with Mr. Porter, and we'll see if we can straighten it out when we come right back. 82 your score, 3:20 left, and now 2 to shoot. Paul Kennedy went over there to the scores table, and they said they want the Bucks bench was complaining about the loud music being played during the Bucks possession. Now they have just 2 seconds to shoot here. And the inbound to Reynolds. He won't get a shot off in time. That's a violation.
24-second violation.
Well,
it's time for our Scotty's Fanatical Fan. Those lucky fans are the winners of an Encon ceiling fan courtesy from Scotty's. Thank you very much for the sign, folks.
As you know, one of the reasons the league changed the ruling on that, actually made a new ruling about the decimal point that you cannot exceed, is because of this arena.
Then he splits the defense. Switches hands, lays it in left. 26 for Penny. Remember, if it's a close game, he's already won 3 games at the Horn for the Magic this year. 84-82. This one a nail biter with 2:50 left. Reynolds against D-Rock.
Now the double team has to come and come quickly.
Oh, nice pass. Dennis Scott got him across the arm. Oh, the Magic thought he made a beautiful play.
Well, that's a good save by Dennis Scott, because Glenn Robinson was going to tear the basket down here, so at least you get back there, you force him to go to the line. The rotation was slow to get there, and I thought that one might have been as clean as any Dennis has, any of those plays Dennis has made in this game. Robinson 12 points in this period.
Oh, finally missed at the line.
Yeah, so you save your team 1 point, that play by Dennis. And Dennis Scott with 3 personal fouls in this game, so not real serious foul trouble for Dennis. But needless to say, every possession for the Magic now is big. And a lot of times, and I've said it before, the key is to make sure you get a shot off. Not necessarily a basket, although you want that. You want to make sure you get a shot. That means you can't turn it over.
Penny got a shot and the bucket.
And the reason why that's so important is because if you don't get a shot and you protect the basketball, you can at least get a foul and get to the free throw line. Baker,
hard drive against contact, drew the foul, and he will go to the line. And that's 4 contact contacts here in the game. So the Bucks stop the clock and go to the stripe. They shoot 3-point shots, about 35%. 74% are the Bucks from the free throw line. They average just 95 a game. They have 83 right now.
There's the push contact. Once again, good foul. Nothing can come easy right now.
And Baker tonight with 27 points. Baker 27, Robinson 29 for the Milwaukee team. 41 is Baker's high. The big dog high is 39. So the Magic lead is a point. 2 minutes left in this game.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Reynolds against Hardaway. I tell you what, this is the all long arms confrontation here. Now 7 to shoot. Ice is illegal, but he gets away with it. Penny loads up 3. Nope, won't go. Rebound Reynolds.
Tough shot, but the clock was running down.
Reynolds with his 5th rebound. The Bucks have out-rebounded the Magic by 15 in the game. Magic bring Brian Shaw off the bench. 1.5 minutes to go. Milwaukee can take the lead or try. The shot goes up, won't fall. But Baker goes to the line with a chance for the lead. And Koncak his 5th foul of the game.
And Brian Shaw comes in, and I think he will replace Donald Royal. Yeah, the Magic getting that unit back in there that worked so well. 171 points have been scored in this game, 119 of them by 4 players.
Man.
Vin Baker, the only area really in his game that he needs to improve on is the free throw shooting. He's 69%, and he gets 1 of 2 right there.
So the game's tied at 86. Robinson and Baker with 29 apiece. Dennis Scott 34. Penny Hardaway 28 for the Magic. Those are the 4 players Goose just alluded to a moment ago. Nick Anderson, hand in his face, won't go. Rebound Randolph Keys. Boy, it's impressive too, Jack, about how Milwaukee's hanging in here are the players on the floor with Mayberry, with Reynolds, and with Keys. It's been Baker and Robinson offensively, and everybody else just watching it all. Oh, he lost the handle, but there's the big dog, and we're under a minute. 86 all. 5 to shoot. Robinson. Yes! Milwaukee by 2. And Brian Hill wants timeout. 31 points for the big dog, Glenn Robinson, and these Bucks making life tough. 54 seconds left. We'll be right back. Milwaukee by 2. The Magic have not lost at home in their last 26 games. That's the longest current streak, but it is very much in jeopardy now as we take a look at tonight's Red Dog Slam Dunk of the game, brought to you by Red Dog Beer.
Nick Anderson with the shot. The rookie, David Vaughn, throws it down. Nice, easy slam dunk. And here's Glenn Robinson with the shot under pressure. Nick Anderson hasn't played very well. He's made some big ones here. 6 of 9 from the field is the big dog in this period. 15 points and 4 rebounds.
Well, the home crowd now starts to rise. The Magic tonight without Shaq, without Joe Wolf, without Horace Grant, find themselves in an awful predicament. Down 2 points, but Jackie, you questioned the shot selection the last 2 trips.
Well, the last 2 times down, the Magic have taken 3-point shots. It's a tie game, and actually once the Magic were up by 1 point, so with a chance to build on that.
Penny Hardaway fakes the 3. Now Dennis Scott.
Now this is a good one. It comes in the flow.
And he hits it.
Yes. I mean, that's a good shot. It comes in the flow of the offense, and Mike Dunleavy calls the timeout.
Dennis Scott with 37 points in the ball game, 24 of them in the second half. Hits his 6th 3-point field goal of the night, and the Magic now take the 1-point lead, 89-88.
Yeah, the difference between this shot, Chip, and the 2 shots before, you see Dennis Scott, how wide open he is, but it comes off with penetration by Anthony Hardaway. I mean, you have to play Penny. He shows you enough to make you think you're going to the hole. And, you know, Dennis is going to make this shot all day. But if you're going to take that 3, You need to have it clear when the game is this tight, actually when you're ahead.
Well, it's been a seesaw game, 19 lead changes. And the Magic trying to run their home mark to 20-0 on the year. This one's been a great game for 4 players offensively.
Yeah. And you know, 2 of the 4, actually 2 on either team, but 2 of the 4 here are going to touch the basketball. I would think Vin Baker is going to get it on the low post because the Bucks have been going to him. And if he gets the double team, which I'm sure will happen, it's been going outside to Glenn Robinson. He has been big in this period. 15 points, 6 of 9 from the field.
And welcome to those of you joining us around the country on Turner Sports tonight. I'm Chip Carey along with Jack the Goose Gibbons from the sold-out Orlando Arena. We've seen a whale of a game. Milwaukee has the ball down just 1 with 36 seconds left. The story tonight, offensive scoring by 4 players. For Milwaukee, Vin Baker 29, the big dog Glenn Robinson 31. For the Magic, playing without Shaquille O'Neal and Horace Grant, they got 37 from Dennis Scott, 28 from Penny Hardaway right now. And the Magic's home winning streak of 26 consecutive games in jeopardy here tonight. The Magic, the last unbeaten team at home in the league at 19-0, and a very important game for Orlando as they head on their longest road trip of the year immediately after the game tonight, starting with the Spurs tomorrow evening at the Alamo Dome.
Well, we'll get through this one if we can. The Magic with behind 7 at the half. They have been behind the last couple of ball games playing without Shaquille O'Neal and without Horace Grant. They've had to have huge heroics from a few people in the 4th period. It has happened that way again tonight. Dennis Scott, Nick Anderson, and Penny Hardaway carrying the load for the Magic.
Glenn Robinson goes to work. Spin move baseline. He's met by Anderson. Can't hit. Tap try. No. And the Magic take over.
And Dennis Scott needs the ball.
Now they foul Brian Shaw with 21.7 left.
Well, this has not been a real strong rebounding game for the Magic. Milwaukee out rebounding the Magic in this ball game 41-26. But it seems as though Nick Anderson has come up with every big rebound for the Magic. And he did the right thing, got the ball out of his hands because he has not been making free throws tonight.
Brian Shaw with his first free throw of the game. Puts the Magic up 2. The Bucks have 1 timeout left. The Magic have 2. Each team is in the penalty. And B. Shaw gives the Magic a 3-point lead. And Mike Dunleavy will burn that final timeout. So now they need a 3 to tie the game. They have hit 2 of them on the night. They're 2 out of 13 from beyond the arc. They were 1 for 10 against Indiana last time out. 91-88, the Magic have the lead. Back with more in a moment. Programmers present is prohibited. Chip and the Goose with you. The Bucks down 3. The Magic trying to hang on and win for the 27th time in 34 outings.
What the Bucks have done the last 2 or 3 possessions, they have gone down low to Glenn Robinson. He has been the man, the go-to guy here in this period. Now it's a 3-point game with 21.7 seconds left. Don't think that the Bucks will necessarily go for the 3-point shot. They have 1 timeout remaining, a 22nd timeout remaining, so they can draw up another play. But with Marty Collin in there, he has made 3-point shots in his career.
And they have a lot of time to work with here. Well, Conlon was open for a moment. They needed 3 to tie. Mayberry almost lost it. Robinson leads it for 3. Shot short. Ball rebounded. Out of bounds. Magic ball. Boy, that's about as ragged an offensive set as you'll see. The Magic really played great defense and made Milwaukee look ragged.
Well, you know, the real problem is you use up so much time trying to get a 3-point shot. Nick Anderson getting down low to guard Mayberry on that play, but you know, you use up so much time here. Now watch as the screen comes. Now look how low Nick Anderson gets down to the ground. I mean, you have to be down there. And he guards him everywhere he goes. And look at the shot. You end up with a low percentage shot. It goes out of bounds. And this should wrap it up for the Magic.
Indeed it does. Somewhat fitting. Hardaway with 29. You talked about the big 3 for the Magic, each getting 20, Jack, to win this game. Should Penny hit this free throw, he'll have 30. Dennis Scott will have 37. And Nick will have 13, but his defense.
Yeah, his defense and rebounding has been a real key in this ball game. But when I said 20 each for those guys, I didn't look for Dennis to get 37 points in this game, and the Magic win this one going away.
That dunk won't count. It came after the horn, and the Magic, with the final flurry in the last minute and a half, outlast the Milwaukee Bucks and continue to raise eyebrows with their ability to win under adverse conditions. Tonight, no Shaq, no Grant, no Wolf. No problem. Dennis Scott tallies 37, and the Magic win it 93-88. Player of the game, Dennis Scott, brought to you by Great Western Bank's family of companies. Off we go to start the longest road trip of the year. We do it on a high note. We'll wrap it up right after this.
If you waited all year to get a deal, now's the time at...
Inside every one of us is an athlete with a thirst for the game going on around us. It's life. And if you play hard at it, you get thirsty. That's why we make Gatorade. Hey, life is a sport. Drink it up.